Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening everyone. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Swastiastu, salam kebajikan. Today we're gonna talk about talking to subordinates. It's just like the contradiction with our previously meetings when we talk about talking to the boss. Now today we're going to talking about talking to the subordinates. It's just like bawahan saya atau karyawan saya. So it is like the contradiction with our previously meeting when we talk about how to talk a boss. Today we're gonna learn about how to talking to the subordinates. Okay, for the firstly of all, I wanted to say, I wanted to ask you to give the comment in this YouTube column with your name and with your name, nomor induk mahasiswa, to get the SCL point for this meetings. Okay, don't forget to do that. Okay, I just want to make this video with an English version. I think you should know how to learn from the English version because you take the business English course, right? I think this time you need to watch from me with the English full version for the conversation. I'm going to talk really slowly in order to make you understand what I trying to say for you. Okay, a common question, yeah, a common question is like the usual things when a manager asks is to find out what the status of project is. Okay, I will give the translation for this sentence. Jadi biasanya pertanyaan yang sering manajer atau atasan minta itu adalah menanyakan gimana status perkembangan kerjaan kita. Okay, so here's the sentence that you're gonna be learn for it. What is the status of the marketing documents? Okay, what is the status of the marketing document? So your answer is going to be just like, we have the good news, or we have the good news because we have to improve. Oh, we already improve our project ya misalnya. Oh, kita punya kabar baik nih Pak. Apa namanya kerjaan kita sudah ada perkembangan gitu ya. Perkembangan baik misalnya. Itu jawabannya. Atau uh, I think we have some problem here because for this project we we don't get the improve, we don't get the opportunity to make it clear misalnya. Jadi saya pikir kita mempunyai beberapa masalah ya, karena kita tidak bisa mencari kejelasan misalnya dari klien ya. Oke, but I think nanti ada sesi jawabnya ya. Ini pertanyaan-pertanyaan jenis pertanyaan yang biasanya bos lontarkan ke karyawan atau ke bawahan ya. Jadi like this. How far along are you in your analysis? Berapa lama kamu udah menganalisis, dari analisis kamu tuh udah berapa lama gitu? Atau ya sudah berapa jauh gitu ya? Atau are you almost done with the technical report? Apakah kamu sudah selesai dengan laporan teknisnya gitu? When are you going to finish the design plans? Kapan kamu bisa menyelesaikan rencana desain itu gitu? Can you give me a status on your progress so far? Apakah kamu bisa memberikan saya statusnya gimana, perkembangannya sejauh ini? How is the reporting assignment going? Bagaimana laporan penugasan yang sedang berjalan gitu ya? Atau biasanya bos usually give the common question like this. Biasanya memberi pertanyaan yang seperti ini nih. When can you give me a working draft? by. Kapan kamu ngasih mentahan, kerjaan mentahannya gitu ya. Just like that. So it's just like the usual thing, or just like the common question coming from the manager to ask his or her employee about the progress of the project, or about the status of the document, the status of the marketings, the plans or anything else. Jadi gimana biasanya menanyakan tentang perkembangan, tentang progres, tentang apa namanya rencana gitu ya, atau tentang kerjaannya sudah sejauh mana gitu. Seperti itu kalimat-kalimatnya kalau ini dilakukan oleh bos ya. So previously we are talking about how to talk to the boss ya. Kalau sekarang uh, bagaimana bicara ke bawahan ya. Because ya we know nothing ya. Because anyone never knows what's going to be happen in the future. I think one of you are gonna be make yourself as a manager, as a supervisor, as a CEO. Anyone never knows about it. So yeah, we have to learn about this early. Okay, status. Requesting a weekly status mail from your direct is very common among large companies with many employees ya. Meminta ya laporan mingguan ya, pesan laporan mingguan dari kamu ya, menyuruh ya. Jadi misalnya meminta laporan ya mingguan perkembangannya gitu ya, yang kamu suruh itu adalah hal yang sangat biasa, it's very common ya, hal yang sangat biasa among large companies with many employees, di antara banyak perusahaan besar ya dengan banyak employees, dengan banyak pekerja gitu. Jadi udah biasa tuh, udah nyuruh-nyuruh laporan mingguannya mana di perusahaan besar tuh udah biasa gitu ya. Basically pada dasarnya the status mail will include ya, si pesan statusnya itu akan include, include tuh akan termasuk what has been accomplished, apa aja yang sudah selesai the current week, di akhir-akhir di akhir ini gitu ya, di akhir minggu ini gitu ya, what will be done next week, dan apa yang akan diselesaikan minggu depan gitu ya, atau minggu selanjutnya. If your company has this process, jika perusahaan kamu sudah mempunyai prosedur ini, sudah mempunyai alur seperti ini, or if you just want to implement it yourself, atau apa namanya, kamu hanya ingin mengimplementasikan aja ke diri kamu untuk apa ya, seperti itu gitu ya, untuk melakukan alur-alur seperti itu, you can tell your direct something like the following. Nah, kamu bisa langsung memberitahu eh, sesuatu ya, seperti contohnya ini kalimatnya. At the end of every week, can you send me a weekly status mail? Ini kita jadi bos ya. So our position for this time, for this situation, we are a boss, okay? We are not employee like the previous meetings. So we are talking that what if we are going to a boss for ourselves, okay? At the end of every week, can you send me a weekly status mail? Setiap akhir pekan ya, setiap akhir di akhir pekan, can you send me a weekly status mail? Apa kamu bisa mengirim laporan pesan laporan mingguan gitu? I will email you a template you should follow. Saya akan mengirimkan template panduan ya, panduan yang harus kamu ikuti gitu ya. You should email it to me every Friday. Kamu harus mengirimkan, atau kamu ya sebaiknya ngirim ke saya itu setiap hari Jumat gitu ya. Jadi akhir pekan gitu ya. Oke, itu kalimatnya ya. At the end of every week, can you send me a weekly status mail? I will email you a template you should follow. You should email it to me every Friday. Atau I want you to send me a status report at the end of every week. Every week. Saya ingin kamu mengirim laporan laporan perkembangan ya di setiap akhir pekan. You should include what you did for that week ya. Kamu harus memasukkan apa yang telah kamu lakukan di minggu itu and what you plan on doing for the next week. Dan rencana apa yang bakal kamu lakukan di pekan atau minggu selanjutnya gitu. Itu contohnya. Atau yang ketiga nih, can you send me a weekly status report? Apakah kamu bisa mengirimkan laporan perkembangan mingguan? If you haven't done it before, jika kamu belum melakukan itu, let me know and I will send you a template to use. Jika kamu belum pernah melakukan itu sebelumnya, kasih tahu saya dan saya akan mengirim panduan atau template yang harus kamu gunakan gitu. Itu contoh-contohnya. Oke, next. Atau ini ada project change atau perubahan kerjaan gitu ya. There are times when a project change and you have to tell your director to change something. Let's work on some sentences where you do this. Jadi akan ada waktunya, there are times when a project change di mana kerja tuh berubah gitu ya, pekerjaan tuh atau proyeknya tuh berubah dan you have to tell dan kamu harus memberitahu your direct secara langsung to change something untuk melakukan perubahan gitu ya. Jadi ini bagaimana sih ngomongnya ngasih taunya ke bawahan gitu ya. Oke, ini contohnya. I know you have been working on the database using Excel, but we need to use SQL. Can you make the necessary changes? Oke. Can you make the necessary change? Sorry. I know you have been working on the database using Excel. Saya tahu kamu udah mengerjakan itu menggunakan database menggunakan Excel katanya. Tapi but we need to use SQL. Tapi kita harus menggunakan SQL gitu ya. Berubah dari tadinya Excel ke SQL. Can you make the necessary change? Apakah kamu bisa melakukan perubahan yang penting ini gitu ya? Itu contohnya. Although you don't have to be polite to your direct, it is good practice to show direct some common courtesy. Apa artinya? Jadi walaupun although ya, walaupun kamu tidak sebenarnya kamu tidak perlu polite, tidak perlu terlalu sopan gitu ya untuk menyuruh ya. Karena it is a good practice, itu adalah latihan atau simulasi yang bagus untuk menunjukkan perintah yang penting gitu ya, yang harus dilaksanakan gitu ya. Jadi nggak perlu sopan juga ya. In the sentence before above ya, di kalimat atas itu, it recognize the work that has been done so far. Itu memperlihatkan bahwa pekerjaannya tuh udah dikerjakan gitu ya sejauh ini gitu ya. Instruct what needs to be changed dan menginstruksikan apa yang harus diubah gitu. And politely ask if they can do it. Dan secara sopan menanyakan apakah mereka bisa melakukan itu. You should follow a similar way of asking your direct to change something. Oke. Ya, kamu harus mengikuti cara yang the similar way ya. Cara yang sama ya bagaimana kamu minta untuk melakukan sesuatu. In another scenario ya, di skenario yang berbeda atau di diskusi yang berbeda, your direct might give you a report review. Perintah kamu mungkin memberikan laporan untuk mereview ya. If something is incorrect, nah jika sesuatu ada yang salah atau tidak or not complete atau tidak beres ya, you should tell them professionally what needs to be redone. Kamu harus mengasih tahu mereka secara profesional apa yang harus dilakukan lagi, gitu ya. Misalnya ini contohnya. Hey Jackie, I review your report and there are a couple of areas you have to change. Saya mereview laporan kamu dan ada beberapa area ya, ada beberapa bagian yang harus kamu ganti, harus kamu ubah. Can you double check the figures you provide in page 7? Kamu bisa mengecek kembali ya, ngecek 2 kali yang kamu lakukan, yang kamu kasih di halaman 7 katanya. And provide recommendation for step 3. Dan menyediakan rekomendasi ya di langkah ketiga. I would appreciate. Nah, saya bakal senang tuh komisinya seperti itu, gitu ya. Oke, teman-teman kayak gitu. Tapi kayaknya saya kalau ngomong harus nge-translate jadi Python. Oke. Kalau misalnya teman-teman bingung kan bisa translate sendiri di Google Translate ya. Oke, so I'm gonna talk with English and without translation at all. Oke. Deadline and due dates are common among project and assignment. Sometimes the deadline changes or your direct needs a reminder. In any case, you should know some sentences how to convey the deadline. Okay, so it's just like the example for the sentence. Here is your new project. Okay, you have 2 weeks to complete it. After you review the project, let me know. Oke, sedikit lah saya bahasa Indonesia lagi. Ini kerjaan baru kamu katanya. You have 2 weeks to complete it. Kamu punya 2 minggu untuk menyelesaikan itu. After you review the project, setelah kamu mereview meninjau kerjaannya, let me know if there will be any problem. Kasih tahu saya kalau ada masalah ya atau kalau ada hambatan. The second one, you have until the end of this month to complete your assignment. It is critical that everyone completes on time. Kamu mempunyai waktu sampai akhir bulan ini untuk menyelesaikan tugas kamu. Itu sangat penting ya, dan itu penting. Maybe for the next, you just read it by yourself. It's really challenge you, and this is not good if I always give you the same example and I give the translation for it by yourself and translate by yourself using Google Translate. I don't mind for it. It's not problem, and I don't care for it. Just make practice and translate by yourself, okay? Okay, subordinate asking a question. So, if an employee asks you a factual question, refer them to other resources, okay? I'm not sure about that one, sir. I think the information you're looking for is in manual I saw in the file cabinet. Why don't you check there? Okay, it's just like the sentence coming from the employer, okay? And, okay. And the second one, do a search on Google and see if you can find the information there. Okay, so yeah, just like the answer for it. I think Stacy will know if the question is more process related where it involves an opinion, you can answer telling them what you would do. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying because it's really really easy for the translate to Indonesia. But I want to more process related where it involve an opinion. You can answer telling them what you would do. Okay, it's like this, just like this. But if I, okay, just like a recommendation like that. Okay, okay. Then next step, encouraging. Yeah, encouraging is like make your employee, encourage bravery your employee to getting better performance than before. Okay, encouraging is like all out for their job. Okay, great workers and bad workers. Good directs needs encouragement to work harder. Okay, just like the difference between them. Yeah. Here are some sentences for both types. Okay. Hey James, I think you're doing a great job and it is not going unnoticed. The second one. You're doing great. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. Okay. And the last one. I told my manager about your performance. He was quite impressed. Keep up the good work. Okay. So just like the three kind of encouraging for the employee. Okay. You can add workers or recruit workers. Okay. Okay. Directs having difficulty. Okay. Just like the sentence. Okay. I had on. I'm sure you will do better next time. Okay, directs having difficulty. Jadi memberikan juga I had a hard time. Saya pernah mempunyai waktu yang sangat-sangat sulit di pekerjaan pertama saya. Don't let it get you down. Jangan sampai itu membuat kamu jatuh ya. I'm sure you will do better next time. Saya yakin kamu akan melakukannya lebih baik lain kali. Okay. And the second one, it was not as bad as you think. I also saw definite improvements. You shouldn't give up. Okay. Itu tidak buruk yang kamu pikir, kamu sebaiknya jangan menyerah. Okay. Just like that, okay? To direct having difficulty. Jadi saat seorang punya kesusahan, this is the answer for it. Reprimanding, okay? Finally, when you have an employee always late, telat ya, turning in a project late, memberikan mengembalikan kerjaan atau ya menyelesaikan pekerjaan dengan telat ya, or not performing well atau tidak menampilkan kinerja yang baik. It is your responsibility to let them know. Itu adalah tanggung jawab kamu sebagai atasan untuk membuat mereka tahu. Jangan-jangan mereka nggak tahu gitu ya. So you always late, then you don't have to ask for an excuse. If it was on time, then it's okay. If it was on time. If it was on time, then it is okay. But if they are constantly late, there is no excuse for it. Okay, so it's okay. It just it just only happening in one time. There is no excuse for it. Okay, you know the difference, right? It's really different, both of them. You have been late for work on regular basis. You better start coming to work on time. Oke, kamu selalu telat ya. Pada dasarnya tuh kamu selalu telat dan menjadi kebiasaan telat gitu ya. You better start coming to work on time. Kamu sebaiknya datang kerja itu tepat waktu gitu ya. This is your third warning. If you're late for work again, we will have to take more serious action on you. Is that understood? Oke. Ini adalah peringatan ketiga katanya. If you are late for work again, jika kamu telat lagi, we will have to take more serious action. Kami bakal bertindak lebih dari ini dan kepada kamu ya. Kami bakal menindaklanjut lebih serius kepada kamu ya. Apakah kamu mengerti gitu ya? Seperti itulah contoh-contohnya. Oke, when a direct doesn't turn in project, saat perintah tidak maksudnya doesn't turn in project, tidak sesuai dengan permintaan ya, dengan kerjaan gitu ya. Is it pretty serious? No. Sorry. Ya, ini sangat tidak sangat it's serious. No, just like idiom that you should say that it's really incorrect ya. I would definitely be upset. Saya akan sepenuhnya kecewa ya, marah. But as a good manager, tapi sebagai atasan yang baik, I wouldn't accuse the employee without giving them a chance to explain. Saya tidak akan menyalahkan karyawan tanpa memberikan mereka kesempatan untuk menjelaskan gitu ya. Here is an example. The report was due last Friday. What's going on? Di akhir laporan bukan akhir laporan. This report was due last Friday. Si laporan itu harusnya tuh kan Jumat lalu. A chance to explain what's really going on. This is more like a trap question. Nah, ini seperti pertanyaan jebakan ya. Unless it is a life or death situation. This is the excuse shouldn't be good enough. Here is a generic excuse. Jadi kalau misalnya si alasannya tidak masuk akal gitu ya, tidak excuse-nya itu tidak excuse apa ya? Kemaklumannya ya, makluman ya, tidak cukup gitu ya. Here is a generic excuse. I was working on 3 other assignment. I just couldn't finish them all. Saya sudah kerja di 3 jenis ya, tiga jenis tugas. I just couldn't finish them all. Saya tidak bisa menyelesaikan semua gitu. Seperti itu ya. Okay, so here is the practice. You can make the conversation with your partner to improve your English getting better. Okay, I think that's all for me for this meeting. Thank you so much for listening and watching this course. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry if I made a mistake, so many mistakes in these meetings. YouTube column to get the STL point. It means that you're watching this, you're learning from this synchronous method. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you so much. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu, salam kebajikan.